Hello, this is going to be a usual suspects. I've cheated, but it was a while ago, so I've kind of forgotten. And it was just the basics, I always do it that way. Anyway, here I am, feeling much better, still feel thick. So, this may be chaotic and directly opposed. I'm still having trouble getting words out, but every time I do one, it seems a little less horrible. So if you don't want to watch this, I completely understand, and I promise you no miracles. However, this reading appears to be about the completion, the end of a thing, and that the thing remain ended. Because you have the Hanged Man, giving you a whole new perspective, okay? But all three of your options say nope, nope, and no, I don't think so. Okay? Because it's the world, and unlikely, which is a soft no, right? Pass, hard pass, soft no, hard pass. And we can't be friends either. That's as far as I'm going. But, okay, this is where you drew the line, right? But you are afraid, and you want to move toward a future, I assume, because the world is also new beginnings. But you don't know really what you want. You don't know what to do. You don't know how to go about doing it. You're just all up in the air, and you're uncertain about everything. But that's where your strong point is. Okay, this is the end. The Hanged Man is the end of completion, the end of the lesson learned. No more going round and round, because remember, we're going up. Okay, give me just a second to get these off here. And we're still reading with the Secret Mirror, which has the King of Cups, the damaged King of Cups. That spiel, if I hold him out, it's because I felt him, and you are to pay direct attention to the last thing that I just said. We'll be reading the oracles with the full moon cards. And I apologize, but I just know. I mean, I know that these are not good, and I don't have enough energy to produce a good full moon. So I apologize for that, but I'm traveling right along. Okay. And Dude's word, if he could talk, if he wasn't under a spell and a bell, is his urge is to fight and manipulate and win at any cost. Just so you know. That may be all we hear from him, especially if that's how he wants to enter. You feel me? All right. Because your lesson is, your change of perspective is no, and no. But now what? Okay. Oh, here he comes. Oh, baby, here he comes. No. I love you. No. The Hanged Man. No, and no. No, and no. It's a new beginning for me. I'm dropping my bandana. Heart and home. Happy home, security, love, kindness. Yeah, that's where you thought you was. But what do you see now? You see now, well, you thought you had a beginning. You thought you had the... it could be that you thought you had your heart's desire, but I'm going to go with had, because the Hanged Man is the end of the thing, okay? It's the end of the cycle. But he loves you, and you thought it was a new beginning with him, and it was everything you wanted, heart and home, right? But what do we see about this when we look back? And that is exactly the Hanged Man. So you have a choice to make in the here and now about your past regarding your future. Four of Swords, you've been waiting. So this is probably a choice that you didn't want to make, because you've been waiting for something to line up, for something to be what it was supposed to be. That's your change of perspective. So, and then a choice is ahead of you. You're armed with the truth, and we say yes. I said just the other day in this reading that you have many options, and I'm going to say yes to everything. And that's kind of what... So you choose the truth, You choose the truth. You choose to say yes to yourself. You say yes to approving. I stamp myself with this approval. I got lost there for just a second. And then, no, no, no. Three of Cups, celebrations, friendships, and reunions. We had the friendship card in this reading I just did, and I said, no, we can't be friends either, but yeah, we can't be friends either. You're kicked out. No you allowed. Yeah. Okay. Like I said, chaotic. It's like the inside of my head is like looking through a broken kaleidoscope. One of them little telescopes with the little colored rocks, and you would turn it as you pointed it at the sun, and you thought, oh, so this is what LSD is like. No. I was just kidding. LSD is nothing like that. Anyway. Knight of Cups and the Hanged Man. Hindsight is 20/20. What's the truth about what you're seeing now? What's your change of perspective? What's the choice? Hanged Man. Hanged Man. Hanged Man. Suspicion. Sadness. Loss. You wouldn't look. What he offered you. Empty promises. He offered you empty promises were offered, and you took them because you thought it was all about a new beginning for you, but the reality of it is something much different. Always off balance. You never knew where you stood with him. Empty promises did never come through. The King of Swords always have a reason or an excuse or an explanation. Always that logic that you can't defeat. But it's all a lie. You understand me? That's gaslighting. Well, you've come a long way. You've come a long way. Give yourself a hug and a wish. Make a wish, girl. So you choose you. You've been waiting long enough, and finally you're forced to make this decision. And I don't know what... Well, let's see. I know that you chose you. A decision before you. An abrupt departure. The Magician. Maybe you got a plan. I suggest you get a plan. If you don't, have something ready to go. Have it in the trunk of the car. Have it behind the door. Have a little bank account that no one else knows about. Because you're taking a break. Relaxation and peace. Self-reflection and resting. And there you go. Leaving. 8 of Cups. Bye-bye. You choose you. That's the truth. You say yes, you're going to say yes to truth. And the truth prompts you to leave. Adios. I just felt the King of Cups, but I didn't pull him quick enough. I slid past. King of Pentacles. Truth. All right. So you choose him. You choose the King of Pentacles. Well, who's that? But this is saying no, and that's third party. This could be a case of one and then the other. Do you choose yourself? Do you choose your truth over what he says, what he demands you believe, over his you have your own opinion? You say yes when he forbid it? You do it without asking him? Or he forbids it and you do it anyway because it's the truth for you? You don't pretend the emperor has no clothes? Truth. A choice. That could be third party. That could be you, him, and him. Do you choose him or do you choose him? The answer is yes. Jesus Christ. Oh, you just want to get away from both of them. Okay, so there we come to the Four of Swords and the Three of Cups. It's all three of you. And you say no. No, no, no. It's over. No. Yes to me, no to you. I'll be fine on my own. I don't need either one of you turkeys. Four of Pentacles. You're cut off. I never wanted you anyway. Well, you don't mean that. You're just being hateful. I know you don't mean that. But you're... Look, no, 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 no. Afraid to say no. Oh, and also this was the only upside down card in the deck, and it was on the bottom of that. I don't know how that happens, unless maybe often is the case that when I pull the deck out, I always look in the box, but sometimes one gets stuck. And that's the but I shuffle them. I shuffle the shit out of them, and it's like one in the deck, and that's the one that's on top or somewhere. All right. Now we're going to have a look at these tea leaves, and they should be considered as a fortune cookie kind of thing, stand alone. I don't know who. I mean, it could be you, could be him, could be them. Could be somebody you know, could be the girl, the cashier at the Piggly Wiggly. In which case, if it is any of them women and you pass it along, help me be seen. Besides, I need to talk to these women. All right? Crib. Could be something I need to tell them. Birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Well, that's either going to be for you or not, right? Okay. Six of Swords. A desire to escape parentage. Oh, you kind of did it to yourself. You kind of did it to yourself. You said you're not ready to be a parent. You feel like you're not ready to be a parent. You wish you could run and hide. But I was promised happiness. So you're in a family situation, and maybe you're newly pregnant and you're stressed out and maybe not as happy about it as the world thinks. But you're struggling to walk the walk, and that is commendable. Especially if you don't know what the fuck you're doing or you're lost in the tall grass. In which case, watch out for velociraptors, because they are clever girls. Listen, nobody likes being a parent. And I think it's too late to worry about that. And you will be all right. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. You're going to be fine. And then we've got carriage, baby carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. Someone is carrying you. Maybe you can't work, or you got to take care of the kids. Anyway, you've got support. Someone is carrying you. Someone's getting you where you need to go. Which, if you're not driving the cart, may not be where you think you're going. Who's driving this cart? Either physical or mental. The Empress. Oh, there's a kitty in the corner. The Ten of Pentacles and a loss of confusion. Seven of Cups upside down. Be right back. I gotta crack the door. There's a little feller. Oh, he'll be all over the table if I let him out. He is a tiny monster. And there he is. There he is. Tiny monster. Look, he's already like, you want to get me? He's a little chub. Okay. We have only seconds left, people. I'm telling you. Okay. A journey, either physical or mental. Well, this has been a trip. Oh. Well. Okay, the Empress says this has been a trip. Ten of Pentacles. Oh, this has cost me quite a bit. This has been quite some investment. You need someone's support, or maybe you're carrying somebody else, but it's a loss of confusion. And it ask for a... Here they come back asking you to carry him again, asking you for another chance. Well, that come along too little too late. You waited forever, and you're just not into it. Like you're not motivated to do it. you're going to say no. Meow. And then we've got Jug, lighthearted, carefree time. Now, when I see this, I always think of, how did you get up there? The neighborhood bar, karaoke, pool tables, cigarettes. Come on. Oh, you're going to mess me up. You are going to mess me up. He's killing me. We gotta hurry up. He won't stay off. He will not. I mean, he's way worse than Boomer was, and Boomer was a handful. At least he'd get back there. John Henry, I always call him Boomer too. Okay, down at the bar. A lighthearted, carefree time. If you're pregnant, I better not catch you drinking. And maybe somebody doesn't know they're pregnant. Maybe you should get a pregnancy test before you go out. Just so you know. The Magician reversed. Lies. He said he had a vasectomy. And the Three of Cups. Man, I'm shorting out, but it's a new beginning for you. Something is chaotic and doesn't make no sense because we got a lighthearted, carefree time. But really, it's a miserable, miserable place to be, and you'd rather be anywhere but there, like you're at a party with your enemies. Every excuse she gave to get out of it hasn't worked. Even the ball-faced lies. But you just can't stand being there. You'd rather be anywhere but there. Anywhere but there. So, you're going to get roped into some kind of situation that you're not interested in being a part of. And it's going to lead to nothing but fighting. When you say no, they're going to like strong arming you into saying yes. I've been seeing that for days. And they don't like you. They still don't like you. All right, now we're going to have this last leaf, which is the Queen of Pentacles. There you are taking care of everybody. It's killing you. They won't quit draining you dry. You have them pretend to be happy because it's a fight. How dare you disagree? You're not allowed to disagree, but you're the one footing the bill. But you have no say. And then here we have the Ace of Cups reversed. Well, you're about over that. Yeah, you're over that. The Tower. You're like, I'm not going to have that. I'm not going to be treated this way. I'm not going to tolerate it. I'm not going to have it. Nine of Wands upside down. Careful. Careful. Don't let your guard down. They're going to try to beat you down. You have to make a decision, and when you choose yourself, it's going to require that you separate from these people that if you won't do what they want, then they will do their best to destroy you. Right? Yes. Because no difference is to be tolerated. Not only are you not at the it's not that you're at the bottom of the pecking list, even though you do it all, okay? It's not that you're on the bottom of the list, girl. You're not on the list. And you are not allowed an opinion or you're not allowed to create anything. Everything is a no, and they notice when you're going. And this is what we learn in hindsight. We thought that it was going to be everything we wanted, but it just turned into a bunch of no, no, no. Choose you. That's the hardest thing. Don't let your guard down. Okay. And now we're going to look at this oracle. And we're going to read with this. The Feline Rider, which has always given me a good reading. She has never let me down. This is integrity. It's choosing an altogether you to have that opinion, to disagree, to speak up, to voice your opinion, to not cave. I won't be forced. You can't make me. Never should have. Wish I hadn't. Animal tamer. That's much like having children. I'm just saying. Ooh, Muse and Dragons. Debt. And the 7 deadly sins. So bad behavior is better than no, or bad attention is better than no attention, perhaps. Acting out, you're not so thrilled about being a parent. Maybe you're not so thrilled about forced maturity. I don't know. To act out. Show me the animal tamer. Show me the animal tamer. Show me what she needs to know. Fool, a new beginning. 8 of Swords. Strength. I see this much like the willingness to keep on beating the dead horse that I saw in the other reading, because you're expecting something that's very low vibe to rise to the occasion, and you should have left them. You should have left off doing this a long time ago, beating the dead horse. Okay, but you kept it up because you were being strong for everybody, which is your nature. Show me dragons. Show me dragons. Thank you, Spirit. The 5 of Wands, the 7 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Swords. We have an abrupt departure again to dragons. The game. Look, everything's on fire. They destroy everything they touch. This is a lose-lose game. There is no winner here. You're never going to get back what you put into it, so stop. Now you know how not to do it. This is how not to do it. This is also... Whereas you should have stopped a long time ago here, this is your ego keeping you holding on. This is your ego making you continue to beat that dead horse. Till you have a sudden realization, and now you're really mad, and there we have the abrupt departure again. So you've got to exit, stage left. Debt. All this shit has put you into debt. Emotional debt, financial debt, peace and quiet. Page of Pentacles. All your hard work led up to the momentous moment of now. This has all created who you are in this moment of now. In the 7 of Cups. I think this is grudge related. This is how to get him. I mean, it could be to think of another way to do it, but it could be how to get them back. Because you're in debt and there has been no payback. Which would arrive us to at least one of these 7 deadly sins. You feel me? So let's look at it like that, because what would you do? Devil's got a hold of you because you're mad. 9 of Wands, defensive. Don't let your guard down. You're right to be defensive too. No, there is no question about it. Choose you. And if it's the high path or the low path, choose the high path. You're going to struggle to do it because this is all about money. You never got paid back. It's been a considerable amount of debt. Cancel your losses. Move away from it. 9 of Pentacles. Look, listen to me and you'll be happy. Listen to me. Let go of this. It keeps you trapped in misery, and you're never going to get it back. It's a loss. That's the way it is. You got. King of Pentacles on the bottom. Which leads me to say he had one job and he didn't do it. You all figure that out. If it's for you, you'll know. If it's not, then I didn't mess up the entire reading. Okay? And if that confuses you, sometimes there's an underlying reading that I see all the time in here. And I call it the old party, the old crew. And, well, I've seen them so much together. These people run together that even when the reading's not about them, I'm still going to see it. So I try to tell the reading in a fair way, and then I try to clue in the old people with vague and cryptic messages. All right. We are going to have a look here. What do we got? Strength on the bottom. Unlikely. Yeah, they're begging you. They're begging you for contact. They want your attention real bad. Show me what they want. Show me this Knight of Cups here. Okay. Yep. Ba, ba, ba. Y'all are hot together, huh? Definite chemistry, sex drive, and all that. And you thought this was a new beginning. But this is who he really is. There he is. There you are. Well, you can't be pleased now that you've figured this out. Okay, so you get away from it, and then he wants another chance. Yeah, he's going to try to strong arm you into giving him another chance. And then what's going to happen with that? The truth will set you free, my dear. You love him. He broke your heart. All he ever did was lie. And you're going to tell it to him. You and your great big heart. You've been waiting for him to get his head out of his ass. Always making excuses for his idiocy. You're the one carrying this relationship. He's just leeching off of you. And there we have the abrupt departure and a return to self. Okay. I will stop that there. Okay. This has been a pretty good reading. The other one was a train wreck. They've all been train wrecks. One was so bad I didn't even post. 2 of them, actually. Anyway. Here is summary and advice from Spirit. Your advice is full speed ahead because you've got the 8 of Wands reversed, which means you're done talking. I'm done talking. The next time you see me, things will be different. Because this whole thing has been unfair. The scales upside down. Harmony's call, and you want peace. Embrace equality and pursue justice, harmonizing the energies to manifest a balanced and just outcome. Because you're just trying to do the right thing. That was in the last reading too. You're just trying to be fair to everybody. But they can't stand it. What you're doing is being fair to yourself, which it has not been because it's been all about their comfort. Lean into these qualities that you will find them as resources of power in the coming days. Union and power. Well, did I say that you had some sort of support going on back here? I don't know. But the cheese might stand alone. Righteousness. I'll do it on my own. I don't need you. Snake, transformation. You will be shedding old skin and emotions and transforming them into something bigger and better. Changes in the wind, and you are at the center of it all as the catalyst. To smoothen the process, make sure that your intentions are clear and that you move forward with hope. That means it's going to be bad. Get your shit together. You're going to be alright. Take some time to rest up and rejuvenate. Get ready. You need to pace yourself for the changes that are coming your way. They are all positive, bigger and better things are coming for you. Just relax and trust. This reminds me of the Tower for Good. Comparing yourself to others keeps you stuck in a cycle of guilt and shame and continues to separate you from your blessings. It keeps you small. Understand that everyone has their own journey, which always unfolds in divine timing, and that your time arrives. Are you forcing it? I don't think so, because this has been going on forever. Because it's no. You didn't come to. You went from, oh my God, I love that man, to no. Okay? You didn't get there overnight. But you're pretty okay with where you are. You're feeling good about it. And you'll be alright too. Don't let fear hold you back.